What's up, you guys? I wanted to share a story with you. Jumping right in, this was a while back. I think it was over a year ago for sure. But I had already been like developing certain things in my body, in my mind, in my brain. And so long story short, I'm riding my bike one day. It's at nighttime, I'm riding down the street in my neighborhood, and all of a sudden this dog starts coming at me really fierce, like really intense. Trying to bite me, it's barking, it's trying to attack me. And I wasn't really going real fast on my bike, I was kind of going at a slow speed, and it was right at my heels. And so I jumped off my bike. I couldn't necessarily like speed up in time because it was right at my heels, so I jumped off my bike. And it was on the other side of my bike, and I'm kind of using my bike as a shield, and it's just coming at me hardcore. And so I pick my bike up and start swinging my bike at the dog, and it kind of backed away a little bit, and like it paused for a moment, sort of. It's still snarling and barking and growling, but it's not necessarily like charging on my feet like it was before. And I try to appeal to it, like I crouch down, I like lower my height level, because I'm really freaking tall, and I try and like make sounds and noises to appeal to it. I even tried to like psychically connect to the dog's mind. And when I tried to do that, I felt its mind, and its mind was just completely crazed. It was in such a nervous state that its mind was just fucking gone, and it was just in a mindless state trying to attack me, because it was a nervous state triggered reaction of the dog, and just went insane, started trying to attack me. So there was nothing I could do to appeal to it. And I tried to get back on my bike again because I thought it might leave me alone. So I started driving away, and it got up on my heels again. So I started swinging the bike at it again. And nothing I was doing was working. Nothing I was doing was, deterring the dog. Nothing I was doing was freaking appealing to the dog. And I got sick of dealing with this fucking bitch, this damn dog. So I just fucking... It came up at me, and I just looked at it, right? And I just I don't really know how to describe what I did, except to say that there's these two eyes in the back of my head, and I opened them, and I just released energy from myself and struck the dog with energy from my brain. I gazed at it with my red eyes. I got these red eyes on the back of my head. But actually it's organs. It's an organ in the back of my head. But when that organ wakes up, I got these red eyes in the back of my head. I have another pair of eyes in the back of my head. A lot of people talk about the third eye. I got a freaking alternate set in the back of my head. But when I did that, the dog freaking whelped. The dog freaking instantly jolted, tucked its tail in between its legs, and ran the opposite direction like it got struck by lightning. And I didn't make a sound. I didn't make a gesture. I just looked at the dog. I didn't make a noise at that point. I didn't strike the dog. I didn't move towards it. I just looked at it. And I felt the energy just explode out of my freaking brain. And I saw the dog's reaction. And after that, after it turned tail and ran, it stayed away from me. It didn't come within 50 feet of me again. But it's a very real experience. I'm not making this up. I don't think I've mentioned this in any of my other videos, but I think our brain is actually several different brains that extend through our whole body. And each brain feeds our central point of awareness different types of information. and the brains interact with one another and whatnot. But you can also use different brains independently for specific functions. We're not going to get into all that right now. Just wanted to tell that story about the dog attack.